Welcome back, everyone, to Piney Plays, the Dragon Disciple, where I am back here in the City Hall, where I need to speak with the mayor about my next quest. The bodies collected by the dead mongers are being delivered to the university, you say? How very irregular. It bears looking into, so what do you think we should do? You should find out who at the university is receiving the corpses of the body snatchers. You must consult with Annika von Dochberg right away. The chancellor won't be pleased to have you investigating the university, but we can't have gangsters mixed up with the citadel of higher learning, can we? Very well, I will speak with Annika von Dochberg, though, if you ask me, it's gonna be someone with the title of doctor in their name, if you ask me. Well, here we are, the University Chancellor. Ah, you must be the one the mayor mentioned. I've been told that you're trying to track down certain deliveries to the university. Now, mind you, most of the goods the university receives are quite mundane indeed. Books, chalk, food, coal, and the like. I assume you're not interested in those. Indeed, by process of elimination, I can only deduce that you must be interested in deliveries to the Revivification Institute. What can you tell me about these deliveries? I'm afraid that I'm not an expert on the university's provisioning. The best I can do is point you to the right direction. You have to go to the loading dock at Ludendorff University. Perhaps the foreman can tell you with your inquiry. Yes. Okay, I'll go to the university and ask about the deliveries. Now, does that mean I have to find a different entrance than the one that I passed by a couple of times earlier? Apparently, I was able to use that front entrance.
This is where goods of all kinds are delivered to Ludendorff University. Perhaps the foreman knows why dead bodies are being brought here. The scientists warn you away in no uncertain terms.
Wait, a rather tough bunch of scientists, I must say. Hello there. You say that you've got a delivery of dead bodies for me? Right. That'd be for the Institute of Revivification Studies. Drop 'em off here, and I'll see that the director is notified of their arrival. Where can I find the director? I have some questions for him. He'd be in his office, most likely, but you're not going back there. The Institute is for Institute personnel only, and they mean it. See those boffins over there? You mean the ones I just knocked out? Yeah, those. They're there to make sure that nobody gets in. Though I suppose they're not doing that right now. I'll like to see someone try it one day, like those, and I'm glad you did. Okay.
The foreman says the bodies are being delivered to the Institute of Revivification Studies. He suggests you find the Institute director and ask him about it.
Okay, so... Oh, hold on. Oops, daisy. Didn't I just fire against... Oh boy, this reminds me of the Isle of Dread. But it said these things are a lot more effective than the ones at the Isle of Dread. Powered by electricity instead of by magic. Oh. I was wondering how it's going to get in here. The boffins will just... open it up for me, alright? And they're just... What, are they mass producing these things? Yeah. Alright. Oops, daisy. Oh boy. They're really tricksy, aren't they? Oh, okay. That's one that... Alright, thank you. Bash, bash, bash. it can turn really quick. That thing could... Once it decides it wants to turn and face you, it does it quickly. Quite a bit of security they have over here. Alright, well, not too sure. They got some rather weird names for the mobs here. Okie dokie. Well, this is Scientist Reanimator. This sounds like more like Mad Scientist if you ask me. Operating Theater. Operating Theater? Okay.
Success! Crows the scientist next to the operating room.
Now then, let's observe the revivified servitor deal with a practical problem. This unwelcome intruder.
That whatever box that is there, for a moment there, I thought it looked like a TARDIS. Alright, there we go. Electrical pylon. Okay. Institute key. Okay. I guess that'll help me to get into the Institute. Okay, operating theater has been scrubbed, shall we say. Ooh. They must be using silver wire for those things. Well, I guess silver is a pretty good conductor. Expensive, but it works. So, what is next? More of these mad scientists, apparently. Alright, what's up here? Note. Access to the Institute is restricted while the Construct Creation Laboratory is being tested. If you require entry, apply to me for the key. I will be in the operating theater for the rest of the afternoon, Professor Lutz. Well, unfortunately for Professor Lutz, he's already been dealt with. Institute of Revivification States. Now, while that is, of course, exactly where I'm heading for, I guess it's a good idea for me to clear out the rest of the area first. Servitor. Electrical servitor. Oh! Yeah, he has that electrical device on his back. Now, what about this door over here? I thought that was a Lotro thing.
This room seems to be where dead bodies are stored before the scientists set to work on them.
And I think the term scientist is getting to be a little bit questionable here. Just saying. Okay, well, this is definitely being turned into a Frankensteinian project. It appears the only place left is the door across from the one I need to enter. Oh, the shrine. Well, why did they sound like cats? don't want to know. I think it's time for us to enter the Institute. Well, I guess I should have expected that. Very much expected that. Alright, now, this way? Anything in here? Looks like an apartment building. Well, let's take care of these first. You, and you. Okay, now let's be methodical about this. If I were to go down here, yeah, actually, that would be the. This would be the next direction for me to head anyway. All right. Oh, there's another shrine there. That's a bit close for our next shrine. So what about this?
Jars line the shelves of this laboratory.
Jars. Office of Institute Director. Okay. I don't think the director's going to be happy about this. Living brain prototype. A brain in a jar? Okay, this is getting weird. Well, I think that explains the cosmetic pet that we get for this particular series. Abnormal. Do not use. What do they have against an old Abby Normal? Against good old Abby Normal. Abnormal. Okay. Somebody's being funny. What's inside of here?
You found the director's office, but the Institute director isn't here. Perhaps the memo on his desk contains a clue to his whereabouts. The Institute is creating a huge number of flesh constructs to work in Lamortia's fishing fleet, under the supervision of Dr. Victra Mordenheim. You must destroy the equipment in the construct creation laboratory, then notify the authorities.
From Dr. Janek Fleshschmidt, Director of the Institute for Revivification Studies, to Dr. Victra Mordenheim. Frau Doctor, it is my pleasure to inform you that we have finished installing the operating tables and electrical pylons. The construct creation laboratory is now fully functional. With our great increased capacity, we will be able to provide Lamortia's fishing fleet with labor indefinitely, assuming, of course, that we continue to be provided with a steady supply of fresh corpses. This is essential, as the servitors will not last long in the difficult working conditions at sea. Good. First you have a harsh life, now you have a harsh death. It is my pleasure to serve you. Please let me know if you have any questions. Oh, wonderful. Well, that's not nice. I'll assume that opens up something somewhere that I'll run into. So, nothing here. Next is this way. I don't think I've seen the item that this opens up yet. Okay, what's in this note? Confidential report. My lord, it is my difficult duties to report upon the committee's findings. As feared, spring this year brought no definite break to the weather. Only a trivial increase in temperature and a minor diminution in the snowfall. Lemuria is enveloped in a constant Arctic weather, and all of this evidence indicates it will remain indefinitely. Our resources are dwindling rapidly. Most trees inside Ludendorff city limits have been felled for firewood, and only the hardiest crops can be grown. We now depend entirely upon the coal mined in the southern mountains for fuel, and on the catch from our fishing fleet for food. The fishing fleet, in turn, now relies almost exclusively on Dr. Mordenheim's servitors for labor. The committee recommends that you take any action necessary to secure a constant supply of these servitors, lest Lemuria starve. Your obedient servant, Dr. Gustav Wolfenbrar, Chairman of Meteorological Committee, Ludendorff University. Okay. So, interesting. So they are stuck in an eternal winter for some reason. Oh yes. This thing. Grimishka. Okay. Alright, well, guess who is up again? Thank you. Ooh, lots of GMs. Some insulators. So background this way. Open the door. Nothing. Two signal crystals, of course. Construct Creation Laboratory.
You can't budge this door, no matter how hard you try. Based on the indicators near the doorway, you'll probably need to power up some devices to get it open.
I have engaged the electrically controlled deadbolt to seal this door so that I can complete testing without interruption. If you absolutely must speak to me, power up the servo mechanism overrides to disengage the deadbolt. Institute directory Fleshmeat. Fleshmeat. I'm just wondering if that is cognate with the English word flesh. Hi there! Okay, you're gone. Deal with them quickly. Oh yes, that's that thing that I pulled earlier. I was wondering when that would come in handy. Right. I wasn't expecting to find a harpy in here, but okay. Or whatever that was. This makes it look like I can interact with it somehow, but apparently not. Okay, I guess that's what they use in order to bring things to life, so to speak. Oh, okay, that opens up this area, I guess. Ah. This looks like... Oh my goodness gracious. This one's going to take a while. This was indeed a very complicated one. We've got 4 places that I'm assuming I need a light. This, I presume, then will light the signal crystal. So we start here. We have a splitter here. Well, it looks like it really doesn't need a splitter. This splitter, though, becomes necessary. This one goes into that one. Circles around up to here. Then we go into that one. Then we circle all into here. Go into that one. And then finally circle into here. And... that's right, because we've gone into all 4 of them already. Okay. So let's see if I computed that right. Well, that seemed to work. Now this, based on what the mini-map is showing me, is a place I've been before. So that leaves this room. I've been there before, but not here before. From Dr. Janik Fleischmidt, Director of the Institute for Revivification Studies, to Institute personnel. We will terminate our trials with the undead immediately and proceed with the construct plan. Our tests have shown that the normal undead cannot be molded into a reliable workforce. Zombies deteriorate too quickly, skeletons are too fragile, ghouls are too savage, and so forth. As for vampires, well, as our undead consultant has shown, they are too arrogant and vain to be of much use. Dr. Mordenheim's servitors, on the other hand, are sturdy, reliable, and can be assembled quickly. So, therefore, Dr. Mordenheim makes golems. Actually, I guess that is fitting with the Frankenstein theme. So let's try this.
This room is covered with mystic symbols, quite unlike the other laboratories.
Right. Okay. Scholar of the Dark Arts. Well, you have just finished your studies. Alright. Nothing. More crafting materials. Assuming I ever decide to use them. Nothing too useful there. Nothing too useful there. Other than he's probably a vampire. I mean, that would be consistent with the note that I read. Now, that leaves this place right over here. Oh no, that's just this, but there's still one more signal crystal I need to light. So is that back over here and I just didn't notice it before because I wasn't looking for it? Oh. I completely missed that there was a signal crystal in the middle of this floor. And that we have all these things going all over the place. This seems to be the original one. This one seems to be pointing to here. This points to here. This points to here. There. So, but this is the only one that's on at the moment. Okay. Now, there's some sort of puzzle involved in doing this right. Okay, so what if I turn it? Is it possible to do anything else? That just... does that, comes on a moment and then goes off? That's not doing anything. Now, if I were to guess this to be the first one to try, because this one doesn't seem to be connected to anything. I don't know if it's supposed to be connected to here and... oh yeah, it is connected to there that way. Alright. So all these seem to be connected around. So I would presume that they just have to go and fire off. I was wondering if maybe we need let's see. Electrical device. We need to connect it somehow? Is it possible to do these in quick succession? I don't think I could be fast enough in order to do that. And then... ah, there we go. And then that leads this one to here. No, it wasn't fast enough. Alright. But that's going to be my guess on how things go for the moment. Is if I'm fast... alright, and then... okay, and then here. Okay, and then here. Oh, actually no, that's this one next. I was... okay, so the key here is not to get lost. Well, actually, you guys, you can go here. Stay out of the way while I make a couple of hundred iterations while I'm trying to get this thing done. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You hear a metallic groan as a door swings open in the distance.
Okay. That was a weird puzzle. So... down in here?
You spot the Institute director working on an array of equipment designed to create multiple constructs at once. He immediately rushes to attack.
You can't be allowed to hinder this project,
He cries.
too much is at stake.
Right. Well. Oh. And you? Rude! Okay, who's left? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Destroy all the equipment in the lab. Okay. Okay. Anything left? What's left? Well, I suppose that when I have succeeded in doing that, I would get the usual "you are done" message. So now you. Okay. That stuff can't be destroyed. Oh. But they can be. Oh. Must have been powered with gems. Okay, so what's next? Oh, something up. And that's where I came from. Oh.
You've shut down this laboratory. Yet to stop this morbid scheme completely, you will need to confront Victra Mordenheim herself. Time to contact the authorities and tell them what's going on.
Right. They're not going to like it. Well, that was nasty business. The university has asked me to stress that it has no formal responsibility for the actions of the Revivification Institute, which is technically an independent organization. Neither does it endorse your behavior there. You've had your question answered, and I hope that you've also learned that knowledge is a dangerous thing. I should warn you that you've meddled in things far beyond your understanding. Dangerous things. And I'm going to tell the mayor about the plan to make an army of servitor constructs, too. Alright, so now what have we got here? We've got... let's see... resonance. And we've got... electrical resistance. Actually, I think I got more electrical resistance in my current one. And I think I don't need it considering the enemies that I'm facing in this particular one. Okay, well... Constitution, proof against poison. Oh well. I guess it's time to report to the mayor, which is what I'm going to do in the next episode of Piney Plays The Dragon Disciple.